Tiger Woods is back in the headlines, and this time it's not just about his swing. Whether you've been following golf religiously or casually tuning in, one name has once again taken over the spotlight: Tiger Woods. But the reason behind the latest buzz isn't a clutch putt on the 18th, a miraculous comeback on Sunday, or a swing change that's turned heads. No, this time the chatter feels different, darker, deeper, and way more serious. Tiger's name is back on every pro's lips, but not for the reasons you'd expect. And as we're about to find out, the reason goes far beyond the scorecard. Let's face it, Tiger isn't even on the course right now. In fact, the 15-time major champion is recovering from Achilles tendon surgery, a setback that shelved him indefinitely. The Washington Post broke the news, and it instantly threw fuel on a wildfire of questions. Is this the final nail in the coffin for his competitive career? Could we be watching the end of the Tiger Woods era unfold before our eyes? Or is something much bigger brewing behind the scenes? Turns out what's happening behind the scenes might be even more explosive than anything happening inside the ropes. Because here's the twist: despite being out of action, Tiger is more relevant than ever. Golfers across the PGA Tour are speaking out, dropping hints, and openly debating his role in the future of the sport. Social media threads are lighting up, post-match interviews are getting sidetracked, and golf commentators are trying to keep up with the rumors. Tiger isn't even swinging a club, and somehow he's still dominating the headlines. So what kind of power does he still hold, and where is he using it? It's not just nostalgia, it's not just legacy. This is something else, something powerful. Something that has pros watching their backs and fans on the edge of their seats. Because when Tiger speaks, or even moves quietly in the background, the entire sport listens. So what exactly is going on? Why are some of the biggest names in golf looking over their shoulders? And why does it feel like Tiger Woods is still pulling strings in a game he's barely playing? Because what's happening off the course might just change golf forever. And this is only the beginning. Let's take a look at the backroom deals and boardroom moves that have Tiger's fingerprints all over them. When you think of Tiger Woods, your mind jumps straight to fairways, green jackets, and clutch moments that froze time. But what if we told you that while his clubs are packed away, he's currently one of the most powerful figures in all of professional golf? Not because of what he's doing with a driver, but because of what he's doing behind closed doors? Turns out, the biggest moves in golf right now aren't being made on grass. They're happening in boardrooms. In the middle of the most chaotic and controversial period in modern golf history, the PGA Tour LIV Golf merger, Tiger Woods hasn't just been watching from the sidelines. He's been in the room where it happens. According to the AP, Woods has taken on a pivotal role in these merger discussions, helping steer the future of the sport at the executive level. This isn't just about a player giving his opinion. This is Tiger sitting at the top table, alongside billionaires, lawyers, and international investors. And as these billion-dollar negotiations unfold, Tiger's voice has become the one that echoes the loudest, and it gets deeper. Sources confirm that Tiger has been part of high-stakes meetings with top government officials, including representation at White House-level briefings. That's right, while most players are focused on fading their short game, Tiger is out here lobbying, negotiating, and shaping policy that will define what golf looks like in 5, 10, maybe even 20 years. While others fight for birdies, Tiger's been shaping the rulebook itself. What makes this even crazier is that Tiger doesn't hold an official title. He's not a commissioner, not an exec, not a board chair, but make no mistake, he holds the power. When Tiger walks into a room, the conversation shifts. When he speaks, people listen, and when he aligns himself with a cause, whether that's preserving the integrity of the PGA or demanding transparency in the merger process, it becomes a movement. It's influence money can't buy, and yet Tiger's still collecting checks like no one else can. This isn't the Tiger Woods of 2000. This is Tiger Woods 2.0, the political force, the strategist, the kingmaker. And while some fans are just catching on, the pros already know. That's why they're all watching him. Because in this new era of golf, Tiger's not just part of the conversation, he's controlling it. And what's even more wild? He's doing it all while out-earning the competition from the sidelines. Let's talk about that next. You'd think that in order to be the highest paid player in a season, you'd have to actually play, right? Rack up wins, dominate the leaderboard, grind through every round like your legacy depends on it. But in Tiger Woods' case, reality once again bends to his legend. Because in 2024, while barely swinging a club, he still walked away with a cool $10 million check. And no, it wasn't a mistake. So how does a sidelined icon still run the financial leaderboard? Let's break it down. Welcome to the Player Impact Program, or PAP, a PGA Tour initiative designed to reward golfers who generate the most attention, engagement, and relevance for the sport. Translation? It's not just about your scorecard anymore, it's about your influence. And surprise, surprise, Tiger Woods still owns that category like no one else ever has. And that influence? It's not just making headlines, it's reshaping how pros are valued. According to The Sun, Tiger topped the PIP rankings yet again, beating out guys like Rory McIlroy, who's been grinding through tournaments and media appearances like his career depends on it. Rory has been carrying the PGA Tour's message, rallying players against LIV, speaking out, and keeping the tour relevant through sheer effort. Meanwhile, Tiger's done what exactly? A few rounds, a couple of appearances, and boom, $10 million in his pocket. And yet, even Rory can't match the gravitational pull of the Tiger brand. And this is where the tension starts to bubble. Because if you're a full-time pro sweating through 30 tournaments a year, it's gotta sting just a little to watch someone collect more than you, just by being Tiger Woods. But maybe that's the price of playing in a world that Tiger built from the ground up. But here's the kicker, nobody's really mad about it. In fact, most players still look up to him like he's the blueprint. Because the truth is, Tiger changed the economics of golf forever. Without him, the PIP doesn't exist. Without him, those prize purses aren't what they are today. And without him, golf wouldn't even be trying to compete with the noise of other sports in the streaming era. He's not just part of the history books, he rewrote the business model along the way. Still, it raises the question, is this fair? Is it right for a guy who's played less than 5 full events in 2 years to out-earn the hardest working players on tour? Or is it just a sign that Tiger's shadow is still too massive to ignore, even if he's nowhere near the tee box? Because now the conversation isn't just about earnings, it's about legacy. And that's where things get really interesting. For better or worse, this is the world Tiger built. He broke the mold, reset the pay scale, and now, even while injured, he's still making more noise and more money than anyone else in the game. And the other pros? They're watching closely because as much as some of them might quietly wonder if it's time for the next generation to step up, they all know one thing, Tiger's still the alpha. But with another injury and whispers of retirement, even the alpha's future isn't guaranteed. The real question now is, can he come back at all? After undergoing surgery on his Achilles tendon earlier this year, many believe the writing was on the wall. And for some in the golf world, it wasn't a matter of if he'd call it quits, it was when. Golf legend Colin Montgomerie didn't hold back. In a candid interview with Golf Digest, he said outright that Tiger should retire, claiming the game had moved on and suggesting that Tiger was only risking further damage to his legacy. For some, those words echoed a growing sentiment. Maybe it's time for Tiger to take a bow. Because when even the greats start questioning your place, the conversation shifts from competition to closure. But here's the twist. Tiger isn't done. Not even close. In a recent statement covered by Reuters, Tiger made it clear he's targeting a return in 2025. The fire is still burning, and he's not ready to walk away from the sport that made him a legend. He didn't just hint at a comeback, he promised one, even after another painful rehab process in a season largely spent on the sidelines. And when Tiger makes a promise, history shows us he tends to keep it. Now the golf world is caught in a strange place. On one side, you've got analysts, pundits, and even fellow pros questioning whether he should risk another attempt. The body just isn't what it used to be. The young stars are faster, stronger, and healthier. The odds? Not in his favor. But then again, how many times has Tiger already done the impossible? But on the other side, you've got belief. You've got that sense of awe that only Tiger can command. Because if anyone could rewrite the rules and silence the critics one more time, it's him. And that belief, it's what separates icons from mere champions. We've seen Tiger Woods at his highest highs and his lowest lows. We've witnessed the glory, the downfall, the redemption, and now, maybe, the reckoning. Because everything happening right now, the injury, the comeback whispers, the political power plays, the money, the headlines, it all adds up to one massive question. What's next for the greatest of all time? Because legacies aren't just written in wins, they're shaped in moments like this. This isn't just about another return. It's not about one more swing or one more round at Augusta. No, this moment feels like a turning point. Tiger's no longer just a player. He's a power broker in the LIV PGA war, a silent kingmaker in billion-dollar boardrooms. And somehow, even while recovering from another surgery, he's still the face of the game. And whether he's holding a club or calling the shots, his grip on golf remains unshakable. He's earning more without playing than most do after grinding 30 events a year. He's shaping the future of professional golf from behind the scenes. And through it all, fans and fellow pros alike are watching, some waiting for the miracle, others preparing for the goodbye. Because when Tiger moves, even the silence makes noise. And maybe that's what makes this moment so powerful. It's not just about performance anymore. It's about purpose. It's about how we'll remember Tiger, not just as the cold-blooded closer in Sunday Reds, but as the man who changed golf forever. The guy who redefined greatness, who carried a generation, who fought through pain, and who now sits at the table with the biggest decision-makers in the sport's history. His legacy isn't a chapter, it's the blueprint every golfer's chasing. Let us know in the comments below, and once you've done that, have a look at the video that's appearing on your screen right now.